Is Jamaica finally ready to cut ties with the British monarchy and uncover a hidden legacy of colonial secrets? Well, in this video, I'm going to reveal and break down in great detail the dramatic push for Jamaica to become a republic. Imagine a nation saying goodbye to the Queen, shaking off centuries-old colonial chains, and reclaiming its identity. Well, we'll dive deep into the fiery debates, the pros and cons, and what this bold move means for Jamaica's future. Welcome all patriotic Jamaicans. The movement continues. Make we get into it now? Let's kick it off. Jamaica's Prime Minister pushes forward to make nation a republic. The same week, the United States commemorated the life and legacy of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Jamaica's Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, instructed his nation's government to move ahead with speed in abolishing the country's constitutional monarchy, the final move in erasing the island nation's formal connection to Britain, along with the colonialism and racialized past that comes with it. It is time that Jamaica become a republic, said Holness. For us, the process is not simple, and we have known this since we started on this journey. And we are making sure that we check every box as we move deliberately in that regard. Though Jamaica became independent of the United Kingdom in 1962, which was a fake independence, the British monarchy remained as the head of state, case in point, fake independence. The Jamaica Observer conducted a poll in 2020 that found 55% of Jamaicans wanted to abolish the monarchy, while 30% supported the status quo. Jamaican newspaper The Gleaner said that Holness made his remarks during a reception after reports surfaced about the stalling of plans to make Jamaica a republic. The delay stemmed from the question of who would serve on the Constitutional Reform Committee, a body created to oversee the transition from constitutional monarchy to republic. With the passing of Queen Elizabeth in late 2022, Jamaica's haste to become a republic comes at a time when Buckingham Palace is attempting to find footing under a new monarch while battling multiple allegations of racism, and with Barbados removing the British monarchy as its head of state. A couple of years ago, Jamaica will likely become the second Caribbean nation to claim its complete independence from the colonial powers when it finalizes its new structure as a republic. The nation of Belize also signaled its interest in abolishing the monarchy and becoming a republic. In June 2022, the Jamaican government revealed its intent to become a republic by 2025. In March of that same year, Holness informed Prince William and Princess Kate of that pending decision during their Caribbean tour that the Queen sanctioned. During that same visit, the young royals were met with protests, along with demands for reparations for Britain's role in the transatlantic slave trade and compensation for the colonial profits made from Jamaica's natural resources, with no formal apology from the monarchy or the British government for the atrocities committed against enslaved people on the island of Jamaica, as well as the Caribbean at large, and the long-term abuses of the members of the Windrush generation. Many have seen the move to make Jamaica a republic as a part of a natural order. Jamaica is, as you would see, a country that is very proud of our history and very proud of what we have achieved, Holness said in a speech, and we intend to attain in short order our development goals and fulfill our true ambitions and destiny as an independent, developed, prosperous country. On the diplomatic front, Jamaica's push to end its relationship with Buckingham Palace is partially rooted in a 2003 immigration decision. Under British Prime Minister Tony Blair, Jamaicans saw their visa-free access to the United Kingdom permanently suspended, creating a travel barrier between the Jamaican population, their head of state, and the British diaspora. Today, Jamaican nationals or the only citizens within the Commonwealth who require a visa to visit the land where their head of state is headquartered. In 2015, a foreign policy blunder by British Prime Minister David Cameron further strained Jamaica's relationship with its current head of state, known as the Windrush scandal. The British government wrongly deported hundreds of British Jamaicans instead of paying reparations for enslavement. Cameron offered to sponsor the construction of a new Jamaican prison. These foreign policy missteps and the recent revelations of royal racism raised by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have made Jamaica's move to republic both telling, timely, and steeped in a history that seemed rich in racism, discrimination, and an unleveled playing field. Republicanism in Jamaica. Republicanism in Jamaica is a position which advocates that Jamaica's system of government be changed from a constitutional monarchy to a republic. Both major political parties, the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party, subscribe to the position, and the current Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, has announced that transitioning to a republic will be a priority of his government. In June 2022, the Jamaican government announced its intention that Jamaica becomes a republic by the time of the next general election in 2025. The process will include a 2/3 majority vote in Parliament along with a referendum. In the leading up to Jamaican independence in 1962, the Parliament of Jamaica established a cross-party joint select committee to prepare a new constitution. The committee received several submissions calling for Jamaica to become a republic, which it heard politely but rejected unceremoniously. The People's Freedom Movement, an extra-parliamentary opposition party, suggested that the constitution include a provision for a referendum on a republic at a later date. But this was not carried out. Both major political leaders in Jamaica in the lead up to independence, the JLP's Alexander Bustamante and the PMP's Norman Manley, were opposed to Jamaica becoming a republic. Law professor Stephen Vassiani has suggested that the decision to retain the monarchy at independence was due to several factors, including a desire for continuity and stability, a desire to demonstrate the maturity required for independence, the popularity of the royal family amongst Jamaicans, and tendencies towards Anglophilia among the political elites. Now let's go into the history and inception of how this whole republic conversation started. History. The first Jamaican Prime Minister to make step towards a republic was Michael Manley, whose People's National Party, PNP, came to power at the 1972 general election. His government established a commission into constitutional reform in 1975, and in July 1977, following a march to commemorate the Morant Bay Rebellion, Manley announced that Jamaica would become a republic by 1981. However, his government was defeated at the 1980 general election by the more conservative Jamaica Labour Party, JLP, led by Edward Seaga. Seaga was also a Republican, having expressed a preference for a ceremonial presidency. In 1977, despite this, no concrete moves towards a republic occurred during his premiership. In 2002, the Parliament of Jamaica, with the PNP, led by PJ Patterson, holding the popularity of seats, abolished the requirement for public servants to take an oath of allegiance to the Jamaican monarch. At a PNP conference in September 2003, Patterson expressed his hope that Jamaica would become a republic by 2007, stating that the time has come when we must have a head of state chosen by us. However, his government's attempts to transition to a republic were stifled by its simultaneous attempts to abolish the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council as the final court of appeal in Jamaica and replaced with Caribbean Court of Justice. The opposition JLP were against that decision, which would also have required a constitutional amendment, and made their support for republicanism conditional on a referendum being held for the judicial changes, which was not forthcoming. The PNP was defeated in the 2007 general election. The new Prime Minister, JLP leader Bruce Golding, promised that his government would amend the constitution to replace the Queen with a Jamaica president who would symbolize the unity of the nation. But the JLP's term in the cabinet came to an end at the 2011 general election without any formal steps towards a republic having been taken. Portia Simpson Miller, the PNP leader and new Prime Minister, also publicly affirmed her commitment to republicanism, stating a preference for an elected president. However, the PNP lost power at the 2016 general election without bringing about constitutional change. Andrew Holness, Simpson Miller's successor as Prime Minister, also affirmed a commitment to republicanism upon taking office and stated his cabinet would introduce a bill to replace the Queen with a non-executive president as head of state. During the 2020 Jamaican general election, the PNP promised to hold a referendum on becoming a republic within 18 months. If it won the election. However, the ruling JLP, which had in 2016 promised a referendum but not carried one out, was re-elected and stated that holding a referendum remains a goal. In April 2022, former Prime Minister PJ Patterson resigned from the Privy Council, United Kingdom, in support of a push for a republic. The Ministers of Legal and Constitutional Affairs, Marlene Malahoo Fort, announced that the transition is to be completed by the time of the next general election, currently scheduled to be in 2025. Popular support for republicanism accelerated following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. In the lead up to King Charles III, on the 6th of May 2023, Ford stated that a referendum could even be held in 2024 and emphasized that the coronation itself accelerated this process. In February 2024, the government announced in the throne speech that the legislative priorities for the next parliamentary year will focus on amendments towards establishing the Republic of Jamaica. However, the following months, Ford stated that legislations around transition to a republic was unlikely to be passed in 2024. Legal process. All amendments to the Constitution of Jamaica must be approved by an absolute majority in both the House of Representatives and the Senate. However, certain sections of the Constitution, including those pertaining to the monarchy, can only be amended if they are approved by 2/3 majority in both houses and submitted to a referendum. I don't know about you, but there seems to be a recurring pattern developing here. Fast forward 2024, 52 years after Michael Manley stated that he wanted Jamaica to become a republic. Ever since then, anytime a prime minister utters the word Jamaica becoming a republic, them come out of power. And when the next party come in a power, them utter it and them no fulfill it. And then when the next party come in a power, them did utter it, them still not end up fulfill it. And it's like this game back and forth between the both parties of let's play the republic game. So now, looking at the history, how much this republic dream will come true of being truly and completely independent, totally autonomous, totally sovereign. I'm not so sure about that republic thing there again. Look how easily and quick Barbados turned republic. Now let's break down both of these articles. Jamaica's leap to republic. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Prime Minister Andrew Holness be like, time to pack your bags, Queenie. Jamaica's moving on. Alright folks, gather around for a tale of politics, royalty, and the pursuit of independence Jamaican style. So picture this. Jamaica, the land of sunshine, reggae beats, and a bit of British charm sprinkled in. But wait, rewind to 1962. when Jamaica broke free from the clutches of British rule, like a reggae-infused phoenix rising from the ashes of colonialism. While the United States was celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Jamaica's Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, decided it was high time to fast-track Jamaica's breakup with the British monarchy. Think of it as finally unfriending that old high school classmate who keeps posting cringe-worthy stuff on Facebook. But hey, guess who decided to stick around? Yep, the good old Queen Elizabeth II, or now King Charles III, and the monarchy, just chilling as Jamaica's head of state. Fast forward to 2022, and Prime Minister Andrew Holness is like, enough is enough, mate. It's high time we cut ties with the crown and sail our own ship of state into the seas of republicanism. And also, Jamaica gears up to bid farewell to the monarchy, embrace republicanism, and dance to the beat of its own drum. But hold your horses. Transitioning from monarchy to republic ain't no walk in the park. It's like untangling a mess of headphone wires. Frustrating but necessary. There are committees to form, boxes to check, and oh, did I mention the drama? Buckingham Palace is still reeling from allegations of racism, and here comes Jamaica ready to drop the monarchy like a hot potato. And hey, Jamaica is not alone in this rebellion against colonial ties. With the passing of Queen Elizabeth II in late 2022 and Barbados having already ditched the monarchy a while back, Jamaica is feeling the peer pressure, and now Jamaica is joining the party. Even Belize is eyeing the exit door marked "Goodbye Monarchy, Hello Independence." But why the rush? Well, remember that time Tony Blair slammed the visa door shut on Jamaicans? Yeah, not cool. And then there's the Windrush scandal, where Britain deported hundreds of British Jamaicans and offered to build Jamaica a shiny new prison as compensation. Talk about rubbing salt in the wound, making it the perfect storm for Jamaica to say, we're out. Oh, and let's not forget Prince William and Princess Kate Caribbean escapade, where they were met with protests and demands for reparation. Looks like the royal welcome wasn't so warm after all. Now, why the hurry to ditch the monarchy? Well, besides the obvious desire for independence, there's a laundry list of grievances, from historical injustices like slavery to modern day snubs like visa restrictions. It's like Jamaica saying, thank you but no thanks, Your Majesty. We'll take it from here. But transitioning to a republic isn't just a walk in the park. It's like planning a wedding. You need the right venue, the right guests, and oh yeah, a 2/3 majority in parliament and a referendum. No biggie, right? And what do the people think? Well, it turns out a majority are all on board to the Republic train. Polls show more Jamaicans are waving goodbye to the monarchy and saying hello to self-rule. It's like a national census, out with the old and in with the new. So there you have it, folks. Jamaica's journey from monarchy to republic, filled with twists, turns, and a whole lot of history. It's a tale of independence, resilience, and maybe just a dash of rebellion. Positive effects of going republic. 1. Complete independence. Finally, Jamaica will be fully autonomous. No more monarchs or royal approvals for law. 2. Cultural pride. Shedding colonial ties can boost national pride. It's like finally ditching that embarrassing nickname from childhood. 3. Political stability. A Jamaican head of state means decisions are made closer to home, potentially making the government more responsive to the people's needs. Negative effects of going republic. 1. Cost of transition. Changing the system isn't cheap. New symbols, flags, and government offices means spending serious cash. 2. Constitutional headaches. It's a complicated legal process, like trying to assemble IKEA furniture without the instructions. 3. Public decision. Not everyone is on board. Polls show a mix of opinions, with some folks still loving the royal drama who doesn't enjoy a good royal scandal. What's next? Holness wants this done by 2025. This involves a parliamentary vote and a public referendum. Imagine it as the country's biggest group project, where everyone needs to agree on the final draft. Holness. Jamaica is proud of our history and ready to shape our future. Translation. We are tired of waiting for an apology for all the colonial mess. Diplomatic drama. Remember when the UK scrapped visa-free travel for Jamaicans in 2003? Yeah, that didn't help. It's like being grounded for no reason by your parents and deciding you're finally moving out. Summing it up, Jamaica's push to become a republic is like a teenager declaring they're an adult now. There are upsides like freedom and pride, and downsides like having to pay your own bills. But hey, it's all part of growing up. Now let's ask the critical questions and give the answers. 1. What are the potential economic impacts of Jamaica becoming a republic? Answer. Transitioning to a republic might initially incur costs due to the changes in government structures, symbols, and administration. However, complete independence can open new economic opportunities, fostering greater national pride and potentially attracting investments by projecting a more autonomous and stable national identity. Second question, how will this change affect Jamaica's international relationships? Becoming a republic could shift Jamaica's diplomatic focus and might improve relationships with countries that respect and support full sovereignty. It might also lead to renegotiation of treaties and trade agreements to better serve Jamaica's interests, independent of colonial legacies. Will there be any changes to citizens' rights and legal systems? Citizens' rights are expected to remain largely the same, as legal framework will likely be preserved. However, some legal adjustments will be necessary to reflect the new head of state and governmental structures. The transition aims to maintain stability while removing colonial vestiges. What is public opinion on Jamaica becoming a republic? Public opinion is mixed, with polls showing varying levels of support, while a significant portion of the population supports the move for complete independence and national pride. Others are concerned about the cost and potential instability during the transition period. What will happen to the Jamaican monarchy, related traditions and symbols? Many royal traditions and symbols, such as the Queen's image and currency, will be replaced with national symbols that reflects Jamaica's independence identity. This aims to foster a sense of national pride and cultural heritage untainted by colonial history. How does becoming a republic benefit Jamaica in the long run? In the long run, becoming a republic can strengthen national identity, promote political stability, and ensures that all government decisions are made by Jamaicans for Jamaicans. This could lead to more tailored and effective governance and greater respect on the international stage. Is there a risk of political instability during the transition? While major political changes carries risk, the Jamaican government aims to manage the transition carefully through legal and constitutional processes. Ensuring broad public support and clear communication can mitigate potential instability. What does this mean for Jamaica's ties to the Commonwealth? Becoming a republic does not necessarily mean leaving the Commonwealth. Many republics, like India and South Africa, remain members. Jamaica can continue to benefit from Commonwealth membership while having a Jamaican head of state. Staying at the Commonwealth for what? We don't care about what India and South Africa want to do. If having the British as Jamaica's head of state hasn't benefited Jamaica one bit, or being in the Commonwealth this entire time Why are we remaining in the Commonwealth after becoming a republic? That don't make no sense. We need to cut all ties of colonialism and imperialism of the British monarchy. Leave them in the past. We need to look to the future, chart our own path. Yes. So this is us hitting the reset button. How will this affect Jamaica's cultural identity? Removing the monarchy can enhance Jamaica's cultural identity by emphasizing its history, heroes, and achievements. It allows for a narrative centered around Jamaican resilience and independence rather than colonial history. What steps are involved in transitioning to a republic? The process involves constitutional amendments which require a 2/3 majority vote in Parliament and a public referendum. This ensures that the transition has legal backing and public support, leading to a smooth and legitimate change in government structure. Thank you so much, Patriotic internet friends and family, for tuning in to the Patriotic Jamaican channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our deep dives in future content. And as always, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care, stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay curious. Knowledge is power, and seeking the truth is always in style. One love, Jamaica.